Well, we found a couple good trades today and ended up with a bit of a green day. Not a big green day, but a green day nonetheless. Hey, fellow traders, this is Black Coffee Trader. Today is, what is today? Wednesday, August the 27th. There we go again. My typical getting my days mixed up. But yeah, I had a little green day today. Nothing too crazy. Basically up about 50 to 60 bucks per account. 2 winning trades, 3 losing trades. Overall average win to loss pretty good, but let's just look at TradeZella. It might be simpler. So here's today, up 46 across the 9 funded accounts, 40% win rate. And as I've really been working on getting this average win to loss way better, 2.16. So average win was 88, average loss was 40. And so even though we had a less than 50% win rate, we were green on the day. And we're not far off on the week. We need 745 over the next 2 days to keep the week at break even. Hopefully we can, get into a nice couple of green days here to round out the week and end up winning the week once again. So but yeah, that was today. Just sluggish action day. I was trading on the Russell actually. Let's just go there. So these were the trades I took, and as you can see, we really bounced off of the high of day from yesterday, the purple line here, and we really, just kind of chopped around, really choppy, and we've gone pretty much sideways for the rest of the day. These trades were obviously taken here this morning. So the first one was right here after we broke above the previous day high and also this 2367 area and the overnight high. The move at the open was so strong this morning. As soon as we got a little test and pushed higher, I just got in, and then I added to that trade, as I've started to do, added to that trade. So the initial entry was here. Stop loss was literally right at this high of day from the overnight session, or the high of the overnight session. And then I added to that trade here, and obviously took profits 1, 2, and 3 kind of up here. Actually, no, here was the 4th profit. So it took several profit targets on the way up there. Nice little trade, pretty happy with it. The second one then was a long entry after we retested this level and started to push higher. I took the long and I actually ended up taking it right at the tip of this candle. This candle was green right here where I took the entry, and then obviously it flushed down, ended up stopping me out there for a small loss of 30 bucks. Which was good. And then this one here kind of tricked me a little bit. We retested this area perfectly, and this is something I was really looking for, is do we retest that area and looking for a bounce to the upside. And we got that retest, and I was just a little bit patient, probably a little bit too patient, and didn't get the entry until obviously right here. Got a little push to the upside, and then we ultimately failed that level and started to drop all the way back down. So my gut told me to get out of this trade. When we failed this and started to get below the break-even point, my gut told me to just kill the trade, and I wish I had, because I was like, well, I need to stick to my game plan. My stop was, down here, where you can see where I got stopped out, and unfortunately got pretty much stopped out to the tick, and then we went back higher. So my thesis was correct. The entry was a little bit sus, and so I should have listened to my gut. And as this broke down, I should have just got out of the trade there for maybe a $2 or $3 loss and waited for the pullback and then re-entered long. That's really what I should have done. So I could have saved myself about 50 bucks there. That was a $50-some loss with commissions. But then obviously that was a hold, and once we pushed higher out of that low area, I went back into the trade. Again, entry right here, and taken a first profit target 1, target 2, and then I wanted to wait until we broke this area, and I felt like if we break that area strong, I'm going to enter in again. I did, and just took my stop completely to break even. I was like, either this is going to go or I'm going to get stopped out here, and that's ultimately what happened. I did get one more target hit there, I think for 33 bucks, and then did get stopped out there. I was a little bit sad because we continued to push higher, but then, and I did enter the 5th trade right here. You can see as this thing pushed higher, I took another entry right here, 2 micros, and again, keeping the stop pretty tight, and that ended up being a $30 loss. So 3 small losers and 2 nice winning trades ended up with a winning day. So that's really, you know, kind of how the day went. So at that point, I was like, you know what, we got NVIDIA earnings this afternoon. The entire market feels like it's waiting for NVIDIA to release earnings and see what happens. I'm kind of curious myself to see where things go. I mean, obviously, if you look at the big picture on ES, we have broken up a little bit higher, and we're actually testing the all-time highs. So depending on what happens, if NVIDIA's earnings are extremely good, we could see this thing really rocket to the upside. Maybe we break the highs this afternoon and we go to new, or after the 4 o'clock bell, and we continue higher. We shall see. There's also obviously a potential for a pullback. So on the NASDAQ, we have quite a ways to go. We're still in this divergence area. Like I talked about the other day, here's these highs on the NASDAQ. And we have just really kind of gotten a ceiling here around the CPI low print. And so on ES, obviously we're a lot higher. This is that same area on ES, and we are obviously way high, way above that level on the ES. So we still have a bit of that divergence going on. We'll just have to see what happens here this afternoon. I do think we'll definitely get some movement with the NVIDIA earnings here after the 4 o'clock bell. ES obviously pushed higher here, and definitely, like here we stalled at these highs, the 64.96s. That was these highs coming in. Whoops, wrong spot. Wrong. Here we go. The 64.60s was these previous highs. We really had trouble getting through that today, but once we did, we pushed up quickly to this next area, which this is these previous highs right here coming from back in August, which was early August, August the 13th, a couple weeks ago. And then we obviously broke that to make new highs. And so kind of interesting how each level is becoming a bit of a hurdle to get through it. If you look at the 2-minute chart, you can kind of see we have a problem getting through it, We finally do quick move up. Now we have another problem getting through that level. So we'll see. Just kind of interesting how the day goes. The NASDAQ obviously had this big sell-off here and then pushed back higher, and it's kind of a slow grind back to the upside. So, but yeah, overall, pretty good day. Happy with a green day. That's a win, and obviously slowly moving towards winning the week once again. So that's a wrap for today. We'll see. I'm probably going to try to join Nutty's stream. Nutty is streaming all night tonight for a 23-hour stream, so I'll try to join in at some point. Also, a reminder that the Apex sale is ending tonight, so don't miss that. If you're needing Apex accounts, 80% off sale does end tonight at midnight. Take Profit Trader, 40% off and no activation fees. That's still going on. And again, I just want to say thank you. Those of you that use my code with Apex, Take Profit Trader, QuantGuard, TradeZella, also affordable indicators. So anyway, just appreciate you guys supporting the channel. I do appreciate that. And thanks for following along. So hopefully you guys have a green day or had a green day. And if you're trading NVIDIA, be careful. I would recommend probably only trading evals if you're trading the earnings. So we'll see. It's probably going to be a little bit wild. But in any case, we'll see what happens. And hey, hopefully we can finish the week on a positive note here Thursday and Friday. So have a good night and have a good rest of the week. And we'll catch up with you on the next one. Take care and so long.